Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. So alright, I'm still gonna be talking about some Christmas movies, at least for a tad longer, I guess, folks. Oh, definitely. And of course, thank you for tuning in, obviously. So here we are, I reckon. But anyway, let's just cut to the chase, shall we? Because I guess there's quite a bit to discuss in this video, I reckon. But anyway, for today's review, is gonna be about this right here, folks. Oh yeah, I just thought I just got to watching this not that long ago. So might as well just get into it. And that's the thing though. This is basically a compilation of random shorts, which I'll get to in just a moment. And these shorts were released long time ago. So just so you know, these are much older cartoons, by the way. But the version I watched was released in 2018. At least the version I watched. But the cartoons themselves were not released in 2018. They were released much sooner. But this compilation was released in 2018. Just let you all know. So of course, as always, let's just get into the story. Okay, stories, I guess. So anyway, the main theme of all this is obviously the fact that these cartoons are Christmas related. We see Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Of course, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is in this one, of course. So this is basically stories like snow falling and Santa's surprise, as Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was mentioned a moment ago, and then along with, of course, Friday the Snowman. That's in there. So we get a lot of these, I guess, of course, along with some music thrown in. Some music could be thrown in here on top of all that. And of course, just attempting to have these kind of stories along with a few others, obviously. And like I was saying, this is pretty much a compilation of a bunch of other older cartoons. Again, I can't stress that enough. I found this on Toby, by the way. So if anyone wants to watch this on, I guess pretty much free. And if you're willing to just put up the commercials, I'll say just check it out on Toby, by the way, if you want to, that is. So anyway, I just thought I'd discuss this kind of a thing, of course. And yes, obviously, there's quite a bit of music thrown in here, as mentioned a moment ago, which I guess you can say is very suiting for what this kind of a thing is trying to do, because it's a Christmas thing, so it's not surprising that it would include that. I mean, I don't mind it really. I mean, the music itself is pretty nice, actually. It does fit with what we're trying to do with these individual stories. And and just so you know, none of these stories are connected, right? None of these stories are connected whatsoever. They're just these, I guess, standalone stories that were just all placed together. That's what I'm saying, folks. And the only real thing that's going through any of them is the fact that they're Christmas, and that's about it, really. They'll be Christmas themed in one shape or form, and that's about it, really. And the film, this, I guess, compilation movie, is pretty much centered around that, of course. That's the main theme here. So that's fine, I guess. And that's pretty much what this is, of course, going to have. There's several cartoons here, of course. I mean, quite a few. There's a lot to go through, of course, and they do mean quite a bit. And that's fine. I don't mind it really. So I should give this a shot. If you're somebody that's really wants to, guess, get into this kind of thing, sure. I guess you don't necessarily have to watch it during Christmas. You can watch it afterwards if you want. And and there's one called Christmas Comes Once a Year, I believe. So there was that, of course. And the Santa Claus is in one of these, by the way. Yeah, Santa Claus is one in some of the in these kinds of stories that you might expect, obviously. So there was that, I reckon. But yes, if this sounds like your cup of tea, then I would definitely say give this a shot, folks. Oh, definitely. And it's fine for what the this is trying to do. There's nothing wrong with that, really. And and that's that, folks. Of course. I mean, there's other. By the way, folks, there are other versions of this that was released throughout the years. And this, I guess, it was re-released, of course. I don't know if this has something to do with the copyright or something. I don't know. But whatever the case is, yeah, this has been released at least more than once. So I'm getting at. So there's that. Anyway, but moreover, that's pretty much what is about, really, at the end of the day. And yes, I would guess I would recommend it for those who like this kind of a thing. And from what I can gather, there's also a version of this that's about 2 hours, but the one I've watched is about an hour and 7 minutes. So yes, the version I watched is a lot shorter in comparison, folks. So there's that. I'm just letting you know that's the one I watched. It's on Toby again, but that's the version of this I've watched. Of course, just letting everyone know. Quite obviously, so there's that. All right, just let you know. Either way, it's still a fun watch to have if you want to watch this kind of a thing. I mean, some people, I guess, you can watch it during the summer. What it doesn't matter really. I mean, watching during Christmas does give this a certain touch, which yes, I will agree, sure. But anyway, if you want to feel just want to watch something that makes you feel good, that makes you feel jolly in some ways, and you want to watch something that, like, have a good watch, then this was definitely for you. I mean, yes, of course, the animation is going to seem quite dated compared to nowadays. Obviously, that's going to be. I mean, for me, that's not an issue at all. I've watched a lot of old cartoons anyway. I've been watching old cartoons over the years, so it doesn't bother me really, like some people would. Yes, I've been around the block more often than you think, folks. Oh boy, I've been around the block quite often, of course. Anyway, all in all, yes, it's I've seen cartoons like that even back in the day, even way back when. Oh boy. So yeah, some of these cartoons actually do look familiar, actually. But anyway, like I was saying, could be something that could, I guess, be joyful for some people because again, it's an old cartoon, old collection of cartoons, even though it was just re-released in 2018. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that grew up with these old cartoons. So some people, okay, a lot of people I should say, they might have some sense of nostalgia for this kind of a thing. You know, I'm the one that's not really caring for nostalgia really at all. Anywho, in some ways, I kind of want to watch this and just review it. Just kind of like an excuse to talk about old movies, even though it's a collection of old cartoons, but still, and using it as an excuse to do this kind of a thing. Sure, I mean, it's fine as far. It makes a good excuse for as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I don't mind it really. But anyway, but again, thanks for anyone for tuning in though, folks. Again, I really appreciate it, definitely. But yes, of course, I just figured I'll just watch this. Of course, I do believe that there is a version of this that is available on Amazon Prime, by the way. But you have to be careful where you live because in some areas it may not be available in your uh, location. I guess you say it depends where you are. Well, there is a way around that. Just use VPN. That's what it is. Yeah, VPN, I believe. And no, before anyone asks, I'm not being sponsored by them. I'm just letting you know. You always use VPN if you want to get around that, of course. And you can just change the location and bada bing, bada boom. There you go. However that works. If you don't have it, I'd say just get it, I suppose. Oh, or just watch it on Toby. Like I said, the version I watched is about an hour and 7 minutes, and then there's another version. There's another version of this that's about 2 hours, really. But whatever the case is, I'm just letting you know. I'm not sure how long it would be on Toby, whatnot. Yeah, if you want, you can just search up there if you want to give that a try. I guess I don't know how long it's gonna be though, folks. Again, I'm not sure. Stuff on there just comes and goes. Just saying. Let everyone know, folks. Well, definitely. Let everyone knows who's watching this. Quite obviously. So definitely. Anyway, so yeah, folks. I'm just trying to talk about more Christmas-related content. So something that's related to Christmas in some shape or form. Again, this is a compilation. I can't stress that enough. So I'm kind of using that as an excuse to talk about old stuff. I'm using, I guess, just to expand upon what I said earlier, folks, because I do enjoy talking about old movies anyway. Even if a lot of people haven't heard of this as of yet, And if you never heard of this and you just now finding about this, and that's kind of the point, really. It's kind of why I want to do this in a lot of ways because just to bring some light into some stuff that hardly anyone would talk about. I mean, yes, like you can tell by the animation, it's fairly low budget, which again doesn't bother me because aside from the fact that yes, I've seen a lot of old cartoons anyway, but that's kind of the thing though. I like to talk about low budget stuff to begin with, so there you go, I guess. And yeah, no, there's been many stories about Santa Claus over the years. Yes, there's been many stories about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer over the years, of course. That's definitely the thing. But yeah, there you go, I guess. So I figured I'll just talk about this because this is the type of stuff I would want to talk about in some ways. I'm kind of using an excuse to talk about old stuff anyway, as I was saying earlier. But yes, it definitely does get you in a mood in a lot of ways and whatnot. And that's kind of the point. It's not mean all jolly and whatnot. But yeah, some of the music is catchy though. Like I was saying, I mean, excuse me if this review does come off a little out of the all over the place. But anyway, I do like the music though. I do like the music. It's really nice and whatnot. And I do think that this is definitely worth a watch. Of course, if you're someone that's into the holiday, I know there's a lot of people that really like the holidays and whatnot. So if you're one of those individuals, of course, then I would definitely recommend this and whatnot because it definitely sets that mood. Like a lot of people like to do and whatnot. So and yeah, but all I'm gonna say is that it's definitely a good way to talk about their old stuff on Christmas and whatnot. Because I mean, even though I might not be into this, might not be my cup of tea. Really, I'm more into the Halloween stuff as I mentioned before. But I'm still trying in my own way, trying to get into the fun of things, get into the swing of things. But of course, but okay, I'm gonna just make this part quick. Okay, this gonna probably just be my little pet peeve. Okay, I mean I've said this quite a few times, but at this point, but I'm already getting tired of saying it, repeating it over and over and over and over again. By this point, it's probably just me. I'm just nitpicking it. I mean, I know the whole idea that of this is trying to bring joy, trying to bring the goodness as a family, friendship, and whatnot. Okay, I get that. I get all that, all right, folks. Don't take this the wrong way. I get it, right? I get this kind of stuff is intended to bring joy and being like showing warmth, feeling and whatnot to a lot of people, and that in itself is fine. This is probably just my little nitpick here, folks, but I keep saying this over and over again. Christmas is not Jesus Christ, and it does not belong to Jesus. The last cartoon that he showed on this has some, well, in the version I've had seen anyway, is that the Christmas is, of course, has pagan origins. People can debate me all they want, but this topic has been explored before, of course, by historians and scholars. While Christmas is said to be a holiday that celebrates the birth of Jesus, and many of its customs and traditions have roots in pre-Christian pagan festivals. Yes, that's a thing. Many ancient cultures have their own thing, and of course, it has celebrated that, of course, which usually revolves around December 21st and December 22nd. This time marked the shortest day of the year, and of course, and have their own thing when it comes to the then a gradual return of the longer days, symbolizing the rebirth and renewal and whatnot. And that's definitely is a thing, folks. So there's that. And festivals such as this does center on this kind of thing. I mean, there's a lot when it comes to this, but anyway, and I'm just kind of just it's getting kind of annoyed by this. As I'm saying. So anyway, all I'm gonna say is that this was definitely a solid watch. I'll give it. I thought it was a solid watch, of course, folks. I think it was too shabby in what they were trying to aim for, of course, in the grand scheme. So, anywho, folks, I'll give this compilation slash movie an overall rating of a 6.7 out of 10. It gets a 6.7 out of 10 for me. So, of course, As always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh yeah, later. And don't mind me. I'm just gonna have some eggnog again. So here we go. Oh yeah, later, definitely.